Listen, this is Krisha Turner. You're listening to WPIR 98.4 FM, rocking with DJ Trap Jesus. Lessons, love.
Yeah. It's your boy DJ Trap Jesus, WPIR 98.4 FM. TGI Friday, we in the building. We got a special guest right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's patch him in. Let's see what's going on with you. Yo, what's good?
Hello.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Chilling. We got Steven Harts in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Oh, when I do my little work, we're gonna have that in there.
Oh, okay.
I normally would have set that up, but I was doing like 18 different things just now before you called in.
Yeah, no, that's all good.
Yeah, man. So how you been doing, man?
I've been doing good, man. Just, work as usual, man. Living life, man. Being a dad, just, living life, man.
So how's the dad life treating you?
It's treating me good, man. I got some wonderful children, man. That part of my life has been very wonderful to me, man. I happen to produce and raise my own best friend, so it's pretty cool.
Right. So how many kids you got?
I got 5.
Oh, so you got like some nice gifts coming to you this Sunday.
Oh, no question. Yeah, I have a couple mature children, so that should be nice.
So you get a nice tie or something going on there.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? Where are you? Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Hartford, Connecticut.
Okay.
I was raised in Pasadena, California, and that's where I began my quest to, pursue music out of Pasadena, California.
Right, true. So, like, when did you get involved with the music?
Well, I've always been involved with music. I was raised on music, just around the house with my mom all my life. But in 1984, when I was 13, I decided that I wanted to be in the music business. And I got my first record deal Tuesday, June 2nd, 1986.
Damn.
With Atlantic, yeah.
He remembered the day and everything.
Oh, yeah, man. It was a special moment in the hood,
Yeah. I know y'all partied up that night.
Oh, man, are you kidding me?
All right, so let me go back real quick with you. Because when y'all first came out as the Troop group, you know what I'm saying? I was still a little young. I was listening to music, but I wasn't doing none of the backstory behind it. So was the group signed before New Jack City or after New Jack City?
Before.
Okay.
We had an album. We had our first album was released in 1988. First number 1 single was Mamacita, produced by the late Gerald Levert, my big brother. And the second album, Attitude, came out in 1991. And we had a number 1 record at the time called Spread My Wings.
Oh, yeah, we remember that track.
New Jack City. Yeah, that's when we did New Jack City.
Okay, because I was sitting there, I was like, I was looking at y'all in the movie. I was like, whoa, these dudes are coming up. They in the movie already.
Oh, yeah. The producer of the film, he really liked us a lot. And asked would we do it. And we were like, of course,
Right. And that was good, though, that they actually was, even though New Jack City was about, drugs and all that other stuff, crime in the hood, blah, blah, but they based it around a lot of music. And they had a lot of music groups in the movie, too.
Yeah. A lot of good music.
Yeah, because I don't know what the hell going on now. But
yeah, man.
So, like, many people may know the group Troop backstory. But, tell our listeners, how did Troop become the group?
Well, in 1984, when I decided, before that, I used to be very popular in Pasadena, performing Michael Jackson. I had like 14 dancers, and we used to go around performing Thriller, and I used to do Billie Jean at hair shows and stuff. So, and before that, I was just a regular dancer, pop locker and stuff. So, once I decided to go full-fledged in music, a friend of mine, who I grew up with in school, had a group, and he was on. He told me, he would pass me every day in school and say, "Hey, man, I got a group, man. We're gonna be on Putting on the Hits." Putting on the Hits is this old lip sync show that used to be very popular when we were young.
Yeah.
And so one week he told me they auditioned. The next week he told me they made it. Then another week he said, "Man, we won." And then the next week he was like, "Man, we won the semifinals." It was just amazing. And then eventually one day, we had this big talent show that was going on at our school, and they wanted me to get in touch with the group that was on Putting on the Hit. So while I was looking for him, unbeknownst to me, there was a producer that called the show and wanted to know if the group could really sing, and he was looking for me at the same time. So that was the start of my career in troupe once I auditioned for Rodney's mother, and she accepted me in the group.
Right. So is it still a group to this day?
Yes. Yeah, we're working on our reunion album as we speak. We just released our third compilation in 3 months. Because we've been gone so long, we wanted to just hit the fans back up and let them know we're back active. So we just released Troop the B-Sides. That's on iTunes. Please check that out. We just released Troop the Slow Songs. That's on iTunes right now. And we just released Deepa Revisited, one of our best albums, our third album on Atlantic, Deepa. I just reproduced and remastered and added some new songs to that. So for the fans who like that album, they get it now, the way they wanted it. And each one of the compilations have a brand new Troop song on it. So everybody, please check that out.
Right. Well, I see that, I didn't know y'all actually had 5 albums. Because I see y'all had Troop, Mayday, Deepa, Attitude, and a little something something.
Yes, sir.
I was like, they had an album called A Little Something Something. I'm like, hold on, let me check this out. Because all night I've been just doing research. Me and my PR, we was just tracking all the history.
That's right. Good. It's a lot of it.
Well, I know all those new songs you just been mentioning. I'm surprised we don't have it yet.
Yeah, those are all out on iTunes, Amazon. For the fans to have if they want to get back into the troupe mode before we drop the actual reunion album that has all new songs. Those are the perfect albums to get you right back in the mood and in the space of, where troupe is coming from. Really great music.
Right, because, I'm normally like, okay, just send me whatever new music y'all got, send it to me, you know what I'm saying? We'll throw that in rotation like ASAP.
Hey, okay, no question, man. Sure, I'll definitely do that.
So, like, how is it different as an artist from the 90s than, as an artist today? Like, do you see a difference?
Oh, yeah, it's a big difference. I mean, the music business is an entirely different specimen now. Back in the 90s when I had a record deal, the record company did everything. The record company marketed you, promoted you, gave you tour support, paid for your videos. And, now I'm my own label owner, My company's called the Motel Music Media, so now I'm doing all those things. I'm marketing and promoting and recording and singing. It's like a one-man operation, but just not one man, But just doing all the things that the record company used to do, we do it in-house. So it's a big difference. It's totally different.
Right. Because I see, like, with me doing the radio, from actually listening to the radio and actually being on the other side, it is a totally different feeling.
Yeah, total difference, yeah.
It's time consuming.
Yes.
All right, so, like, let me ask you this question. How do you feel about R&B today? Like, be real with us.
How real?
I mean, look, we uncut here. We uncensored. So, do what you feel.
I mean, R&B, to me, I like Miguel, Tank. I like the TGT project.
Yeah.
I like Lettucey, K. Michelle, Chrisette Michelle. I like a few people. There's a few artists that get it. I like Neo. But, I just named 5, 6 artists out of a whole industry, so R&B is doing very bad. And
you see all you R&B acts, y'all need to step up just like the rappers.
Yeah. Yeah, they got it. Yeah, because see, there's a different kind of ego in R&B. You know, we don't like to collab with each other and just go around making great music with each other, because that's just where music is now. R&B guys, you know, Tank should be singing on my new album. I should be, you know, we should be, we should be doing the same thing that hip hop does, getting with each other and helping the records blow up. Your fans support the records that you do with me. My fans support you. But we don't do that, and that's why at this moment you see R&B just hanging on by a thread. In another year or so, you won't even see R&B on TV on the award shows.
Yeah, because it seemed to be
somebody else is going to be performing our songs and doing our dance steps and looking like us and calling it their music.
Like those damn those now CDs that come out and they be. They be revamping the song.
Like the ancient Egyptians, you know what I mean?
And goddamn Spotify.
They don't look like like they're supposed to look like. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So, like, could you see yourself doing anything else? Anything else besides music?
Yeah, man. You know, I've been studying over the past 10, 11 years. So I really like teaching. I really want to be a historian, a teacher. I'm very excited about doing that.
That's good.
Yeah. I want to teach, man. There's so much information that we don't know as black people that we've been blinded from.
Oh, yes.
Because of religion and other things, you know. I won't get too deep, but there's so much that we've been blinded to about ourselves because we're looking outside of ourselves for something that has nothing to do with us. So I want to bring that to the forefront so that some generations from now we can start heading back to where we come from in the sense of knowledge of self and consciousness, gain full consciousness of ourselves so that our race can prosper. We're not prospering because we're not in consciousness of ourselves. We're in somebody else's consciousness trying and begging to get something from that. And it just doesn't work for us. So we got to get back. So I'm very interested in teaching.
True. Like, I understand like that because, like, coming up during the 80s, you know, everybody was so televised. Everything wanted to be watched on television or either seen on television. So, like, and no one really focused on books, you know, things of enlightenment and stuff like that. So now that these people that actually did pay attention all these years, you know, they actually starting to put out documentaries and things of this stuff and make you want to think like that. What have you missed in the maybe 20, 30, 40 years you've been roaming this earth and ain't learned shit?
Ain't learned nothing. You were happy with what you got out of high school, bro.
Yes, that's
you know, and if you go back and check that, 90% of that is misinterpreted and mistaught as well.
Yes, I tell that to people on the air all the time. I just hope they're really listening.
Yeah, man. It's real. It's something real out there against us, man. I'll tell you that.
And it's bigger than this whole music thing that everybody is so infatuated with.
The music and the sports and all that stuff is a distraction to keep us from, you know, people are more knowledgeable of how many points Kobe makes in his career than they are where we come from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's the kind of stuff that I'm really interested in, changing that perception, that, you know, uncovering that quiet distraction.
Well, at least you know you took time to sit back and think about things. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a revamp your life thing, you know?
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't do that. They just keep running.
Yeah, we just keep, because, you know, man, I'm going to tell you, the spell that we're under, man, you know, you got to get the money to pay that bill because it's coming every month. So you never get the opportunity to get into and let your mind open up to the certain things and the information that you could be receiving because you're this man-made system, and it has us outside of ourselves, you know, and it is the way it is, but it has us outside of ourselves. And when we do get time to settle down and get in touch with our spirituality, we've already been indoctrinated from 400 years of something. You know what I'm trying to say? We're already instilled by something that we've never checked out, that we've never went back and said, wait a minute, does the person that gave us this like me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So anyway, I don't want to get too deep now.
That's it.
But,
Look, if
if
it feel that you gotta
serious,
express it.
It's a serious thing for me. You have people that watched Malcolm X and watched Martin Luther King, and then you had the people that marched out there with him, and then you had those guys actually. And I'm just one of those guys. I study quietly to learn and get my facts and get everything together before I speak. And I'm at 10 years, 11, 12 years later. I'm ready to get vocal with it and start organizations. All really good, spirited organizations of learning for the young kids, and for older people who are interested, who are open-minded, who can honestly ask themselves questions and say, you know what, I've always wondered about that. I've always had a question about that, but I was told not to ask that question. Those are the people that I'm interested in.
Right. So you could definitely, like, when y'all get that and launch that out, you know what I'm saying, you could definitely hit us up and we will roll with y'all on that one.
Oh man, I would appreciate that so much, man. But that's coming.
Like I said, we talk about it a lot on the air. Like the other day I posted on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, you only live once. Don't waste your life watching television all day.
Man. Don't waste your life doing a lot of stuff like that.
I know certain TV shows.
It's people that go their whole life and don't even go outside and look up at the sky.
That's
It's
crazy.
people that don't go outside at night and look up at the universe.
That's crazy.
It's people that don't look at the moon. We take that stuff for granted.
The people all they worried about is how fly they are, what type of car they got, how much money they making it rain for a stripper that don't care nothing about you. They got us. I mean, and just think, you got people that run the world, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have people like you just mentioned. Can you imagine how far we actually are from even knowing what the elite knows, let alone the truth outside of that? Right.
Because the elite, they gain truth so that they can have the power. Once they get the truth, they'll change it, and the books that they give you will have a pinch of something in it to make you feel like it's a legit thing, make you feel really good, and the truth has been manipulated greatly. But they hold those secrets, those ancient Egyptians, those ancient Sumerian secrets and spells and stuff. They have all of our black knowledge, and they have us worshiping and looking somewhere else.
Yeah.
While they are using if you look at the Illuminati and look at their symbol, it's a pyramid. That is a black Egyptian symbol. When you see that eye of Amun-Ra, most people in religion, they see that and it's an evil thing, not even knowing that is the creation of all of what we believe in, but just without a twist. Every time we say amen after a prayer, that I that you think is the devil, that's who you're talking to when you say amen. You're saying Amun-Ra to this day.
Church.
Some people say, some people say, that means it is finished or it is sealed. No, it doesn't.
My thing?
Amen means the unseen God, and Amun-Ra was the unseen God in Egypt after a while.
Y'all hear that, people? You know what I'm saying? My man here is dropping knowledge on y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this could turn into a whole entirely other interview, bro.
Dog, look, we be having like serious talks on the air like that. We'll have like a group conference and just throw it on the air.
That'd be nice, man. Make sure you don't forget me, because I would love to start my career speaking on programs and stuff. That's how you get started, being invited to speak,
And I would definitely have you up here too, just so we can see what more is going on. Oh, well, hold up. All right, being that we was on this conversation, on this topic, What do you think as far as like the history of your group, the success wise? Do you think the Illuminati played a part in that?
No, not at all. I think you mean as far as the success of it.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. You have to reach a certain status to be even looked at or considered even helpful for their agenda, man. And true, we didn't reach that. You know, we sold a few million records and made a ton of money. But when you talk about Illuminati, you know, now you have people talking about the Illuminati like it's a club that you can join, and it's just not. The Illuminati was formed in 1776, man. It started out as a crew of people that didn't want to be ruled by the government. They wanted to have their own protections, and it's turned into people who want to rule the world and control human population. You know what I mean? So you can't just. This is an elite group of people, and you heard Donald Sterling say, you know, I'm a part of an elite group of people, and in our culture, this is how we feel. So you're not just joining that. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah.
But no, they didn't have a hand in what we were doing. It's too small time.
Because I know, like, some of the rituals they used to do, you know, they used to go take your record or your DATs or your masters or whatever, and to some dark back room somewhere, and
wow,
do some satanic ritual. Got some blood, this, and I think it was the pen that they have you sign the contract with is actually real blood inside the pen or something like that. Yeah, they was it was real wicked.
Wow.
Yeah, because like
I
said,
wasn't exposed to that stuff, man. We didn't get big time enough for that.
Because I know, like, a lot of the acts from back in that time era, that are actually still making moves from since then. You can tell their contract has been written in blood.
Wow.
And that's the scary thing about that. Yeah.
Wow.
That's why you see, like, people, they die in, like, movie style type deaths, you know, because then they be like, oh, their death was scripted. Like, yes, because they planned it.
Wow. That's crazy, man. It's some wicked stuff out here, man. You know, and we don't have as much protection as we think we do.
No, because if they wanted to flip the switch on us, they would definitely do it.
They've already done it, sir. The switch has been flipped. We just don't know that the lights are off because our eyes are already closed.
That's truth, people. Open your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Okay, so all right, now let's get off of that for a minute because we probably scaring the listeners, right?
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I love music.
Nah, but they definitely need this, and it's good that there's actually people in the music that do the music that can speak that, because a lot of people speak it in their songs, but they can't really tell you too much about it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. A lot of people that tote books and quote things and say things, but if you ask them questions, they can't tell you anything. It's a lot of that. That's been going on for 400 years.
Yep.
But anyway, like you said, let's go. I'm sorry.
All right. So where do you get your inspiration from when you write your songs?
Some, real experiences. I listen to a lot of conversations, when people are talking, when I'm around, whether it's a restaurant or airport, I'm always listening to people getting concepts, and I always take notes and write stuff down. I was married for 21 years. I got married at a pretty young age, and that relationship was the inspiration for a lot of different types of songs. So a lot of my hit records came from inspiration from personal experience at some point in some manner.
Yeah, I see. I'm looking at your the bio here. It says y'all did the Late Show with David Letterman. Y'all was on Soul Train, Arsenio Hall Show, Showtime at the Apollo.
Big time. Yeah.
So y'all was making moves.
Oh yeah, big moves.
I like that though. And y'all was actually
big moves, #1 records.
And y'all ain't never have no disagreements as a group.
Oh, of course.
I see Jodeci, they went through a lot.
Yeah, Troop went through a lot too. Our episode of Unsung is going to be premiering in a few weeks, and people are really going to be blown away to hear Troop's story, man.
Oh shit! So now I got to look forward to
it's
that
one
because
of
I don't
those,
really
yeah.
watch television, like looking for stuff. You got to let me
Yeah.
know what's coming on, and then I'll, tune into it and whatnot like that.
Well, make sure you check out this episode of Unsung, man, because it's going to be a treat, man. I'm sure it's going to be one of the best Unsung so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on my Google Calendar.
Wow.
So okay, you told us some of the acts you like in the R&B game now, but what are some of the acts back then when y'all were out? I know y'all felt like y'all was like the top dogs, but I know there was some cats I actually listened to.
Well, New Edition was like our forefathers, so, it's always hats off to New Edition. New Edition was the group that paved the way for Troop, so that was definitely one of the groups that we were listening to and emulating to, find our footing in the music business. Levert, we were big fans of Levert. It's so many. I can name so many acts and so many inspirations, the Jackson, Michael Jackson, Janet was a big inspiration on Troop. It was a lot, man. Ready for the World was big inspiration for Troop. The list just goes on, man. There's so many.
Cause I can say back in them days, like that was the shit though. I'm gonna be real. Like for everybody listening in all over the world right now, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Even though I do my hip hop thing, but back during that time era, when Troop and them was out, I wasn't your rapper DJ cat. I was the dancer in the background also.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
So I watched groups like Troop, even down to hip hop groups like Kid and Play. Everybody who had like dance step routines and stuff like that. We used to meet y'all at the talent shows and stuff like that too.
Right.
So a lot of our history surrounds around y'all though. Seriously.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
I was saying a lot of our history as young Black Americans coming up. That's like actually doing radio. A lot of our history revolves around y'all.
Yeah, that's true, man.
So, one on behalf of Black America, we would like to thank Troop for bringing us all that good ass music during the 90s.
Making all those babies.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't making no babies in the 90s.
The Illuminati's not happy with us right now.
That's late 90s. My wife was like, yo, you was it? She's like, our firstborn was born in 97. But I was like, nah, that's late 90s. Yeah, man. But
that's funny.
That is all good, though, because a lot of people that's probably listening are real fans of yours. Because once they saw the post, they was like, oh, shit, what?
Really? Okay, great. I love them too, man. I hope that they all go out and support the records because real support is going and buying Steven Russell Hart's album and showing that this is R&B and this is what we support. The fans can make me something very special for R&B. You know what I mean?
True.
So it's just a matter of the support. I can promote and try to do whatever I want to do all I want, but it takes the fans, it takes the people who love Troop and who grew up on Troop to go and get the record, like it later, but going by the lead singer of Troop's album. You always loved All I Do Is Think of You. So go get his album. He blessed you. Go get it. You know what I mean? I remember my mom, she used to buy albums and she didn't care what was on it. If my mom liked Heatwave, she went and bought Heatwave's new album. She went and bought the Isley Brother and the Gap Band's album when it came out. She didn't wait to hear a song on the radio to see if she liked it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Fans support for life. Critics wait to see if they like something and then they might go and burn a CD.
And that's the point. You made a real point just there. Like with the FM stations, they make it seem like the people don't have a brain and know what they like. So they rerun all this BS. Yeah.
Yeah. All of radio is turning like that to me.
But honestly, FM is going to be subliminal soon. So basically, it's all going digital. You know, everybody got their phones, your iPads, your computers. You'll be listening to radio soon from just there.
Yep. Yep. I believe it because it's already happening. They're already setting us up for it.
Yep. Because like back in when we first started the station, you know, we wasn't mobile like that yet. We was just doing internet. But that was before any other radio station, I can honestly say, across the world was even doing anything on the internet. So, like, once we decided to step it up, that's when we started seeing, like, stations like KISS, BLS, Hot 97 in New York, Power 15 in LA, and everybody starting to go digital. Right. But then we already had, like, 5-year jump. Now we move up to 2013, 2014. Now everybody's mobile and stuff like that, and we already, you know, been there.
That's smart though.
Yeah, because my thing was computers. Even though I was one of those street cats running around trying to find something to do, for some reason when they put the computers in the school, it kind of took my attention away from everything else.
Right, that's crazy.
Yeah, so like all right. So you said there's an album on iTunes right now, right?
Yeah, my first solo album is called So Random, and it's under Steve Russell. It's on iTunes. It's a great album. It's hasn't been publicized too much. It's an independent project, so you know you promote as you go.
Well, we've been promoting the single Shelter. We've been going hard on the air with Shelter.
Yeah, now Shelter. This is my new single from my upcoming album, The Wedding Singer. The Wedding Singer is going to be released on June 15th. It's my second solo project, and people wonder where the Harts came from in my name. I just recently found my father and my family after 40 years of not ever seeing any of them, not even seeing my father's face. And I found out that my last name is Harts, so I added my father's surname to my name as well.
Okay, so that answers the question about the name.
Yeah,
because I know when I was setting the banner up, looking, you know, doing information for the banner, and I was like, me and my PR was talking. I was like, okay, what is his name? Is it Steven Russell or Stevie Russell or Steven Hart?
Right.
I'm like, how do they?
Yeah,
because each website or any type of information, they had this name, one had that name, one had this name, one had that name. I was confused.
Yeah, I'm trying to get all of that stuff figured out now, man, because you know. I do want to adapt to my father's name, you know, to my grandfather's name. So you know, my PR staff and stuff, we're really working to get all of the understanding right with the name and all that.
That's why, I got it on the for those who are listening on TuneIn Radio or Radio Loyalty right now, they are seeing it. It says live interview with Steven Russell Harts. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just use the whole entire name.
Yeah. Until, you know, once I get that hit record, I can do like Puff Daddy and just become Diddy. I can just become Steve Hart. You know what I mean?
You can even just be Stevie.
You know what I mean? Once you get to a certain status that people don't care, they take you how you come. You know.
All right, so I know you gotta let your peoples, you gotta hit your peoples up and tell them to send me that new Troop joint. I need that. Because we can't have an award for being the radio station with the most exclusive. We don't play the exclusives.
I love that, man.
Because we got that last year,
make sure you get that.
That's us last year, 2013, 2014. We dropped more exclusives than any radio station, any two radio stations.
See, that's awesome, man. See, that's making a difference right there. And we got great records on all three of the projects that Troop have out right now. All of the new music is amazing.
Okay.
So we're getting ready to have a nice time. Troop's new album, the reunion album, is called The Return, and we're working on that right now. So
you're not sure of a date for that one yet, though?
No, not yet, because I'm just now releasing The Wedding Singer and starting promotion. You know, we just started with Shelter. So we're going to go from The Wedding Singer into the Troop album. So it's just, you know, we're doing everything systematically.
Yeah, 'cause I know my PR is sending your people some links and stuff from us, you know, so your people's going to listen to the interview again afterwards on iTunes, because that's where we're going to load it up at.
Beautiful.
So, Okay, let me ask you another question. How can like fans keep up with you? Because we know your stuff, but like on social
Yeah.
media and stuff. But just let the people know how they can reach out to you and stuff.
Okay, my website is www.themotel, not the, I'm sorry, www.motelmusicmedia.com. On Twitter, I'm Steven Russell, Steven Rusel. Instagram, I'm Steve of Troop. Facebook, my fan page, please come and like the fan page. It's Steven Russell Harts. And Instagram, you can keep up with me on Instagram, especially that and Twitter, because I'm always tweeting to my fans and letting everybody know what's going on with me. We're just getting ready to shoot the shelter video, so I'll keep the fans updated a lot on Twitter and my fan page and Instagram.
Yeah, and when y'all drop that shelter video, please let us know so I could throw it on the station's app.
I will, man. And I have a EPK right now, Steven Hart's EPK on YouTube. You should check out, man. It's pretty cool, man.
I actually got it in my email. I actually ran through it already.
Okay, nice.
I told you we spent a lot of hours searching you down and everything like that. No security.
That's right.
So it's like, do you have any advice for any upcoming talent that want to write, produce, sing? You know what I'm saying?
Any advice I would have is, stay true to your craft. If you're a songwriter, expose yourself to the greats that came before you, because as a writer, your future lies in your past. The more exposure you have from the greats of the past, the more likely some of that greatness will rub off. So I would just say expose yourself to stuff better than what is being exposed now, so that you can be ahead of the game. And, never give up on your craft. Nothing that is really good and really great in life comes easy. So you have to stick to your craft and believe in yourself, stay spiritually grounded, you know what I mean? And remember that this is a business that you're embarking in. The fame and all the cars and stuff that we see is all a facade to something that's real business. So any up-and-coming writer, artist, this is a business first, and just make sure of that,
Right,
and
right.
don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams.
So those are words to live by, people. Do you have any shout-outs you want to give to your crew, team, family, anything like that?
Yeah, I want to give a shout-out to my team, Dr. Renee, JD, Def Jeff, the fellas in Troop, Rodney, Reggie, and John, Howard Hewitt, my boy Lamont. Just a shout out to the whole crew, man. My boy Dave, my engineer Dave, just came on board. We're doing it big, man.
Right. Yeah, I seen, what you said her name was Dr. Renee?
Yes.
I seen her on Twitter. I seen her Twitter retweet of the show. I think it was yesterday or this morning or something like that. And I wasn't sure. I was like, is this one of his peoples? I was going to add her, but I wasn't sure.
Oh yeah. That's part of the team right there.
All right. Because it's to let people know, like there's people that got all these social media stuff like Twitter and all this stuff, but there's companies that are actually running it. They're not personally.
They do have a
running
lot
their
of
own
that
shit.
too. Yeah.
So I'm like, when people add me, I don't want them to think that it's somebody else actually adding the Twitter page for the station. That's actually me adding.
Okay. Because I wonder that a lot too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to your boy John.
Yes, sir. That's my brother right there, man.
Speaking of Twitter, he followed us on Twitter. I seen him up there. Shout outs to John. Word up.
Yeah, John, that's my man. He's getting ready to have a wonderful time. It's almost like debuting John, the way we're producing him on this album, man. He's the star of the new troupe, so I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see him really do what he's been holding back to do for so long,
Well, hopefully we can get a chance to chop it up with John,
Oh, yeah, we can set that up for sure.
Yeah, sure. You know.
Oh yeah, that's the problem.
Well, you already know what it is, man. It was fun chopping it up with you. You know, we got a chance to learn more about you. You know.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man, and I want everybody to remember to go get The Wedding Singer by Steven Harts. If you love love in music, this is a love song album. You know, it's not your typical raunchiness. I'm bringing chivalry back. I'm staying true to what R&B meant to me in my life. And if you love that traditional R&B music that makes you feel good, please check out The Wedding Singer, and also check out my album So Random under Steve Russell on iTunes. And also get Troops, the B-Sides album, get Troops, Troops, the slow songs, I'm sorry, and also Troop Deeper Revisited, all on iTunes right now. Please support the music, you guys. We love you.
You know what we're going to do? Due to the fact that we did this interview, we're going to take all the Troops archives from iTunes and we're going to put it on the website. So people would just come to the website and click on it, and it'll take them straight to that exact iTunes download so they can buy the tracks.
Well, make sure you send them to the ones I mentioned.
Oh yeah, trust me, I'm jotting it all down now. You know,
yeah, man.
I'll throw it up there, feature it on the website, so these people could go back and get some of them classics and listen to what's new.
And then they can go from that to now and see the growth, you know, and see how, you know, we're still of essence. You know, a lot of people lose their essence over years, and Troop, we still sound, you know, it's still brand new for us, man. So I'm excited, and thank you so much for the support, bro.
Oh,
and like
no
I
doubt.
said, when you have other forums, you know, I mean, even if you know somebody else who's doing something, man, keep me in mind as a speaker and let people know, hey, I know somebody that you could get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we did a interview a while back, some time back, with hip hop alumnus Rebecca Scott.
Uh-huh.
She was like one of those. She was probably from that time era, like seriously from that time era. And she told us like a wild story. Like it was crazy.
Wow.
Like here was the thing. She was like, okay, we can't talk about certain things on the air. I was like, okay, no problem. I won't, know, because that ain't what I'm about. I'm not trying to pull out nobody's dirty laundry. But then for some reason, while we was on the air, she decided to ask me, why you ain't asking me nothing real, like the good juicy stuff? I'm like, you told me not to.
You told me that's right. You know, I like to get into the real stuff, man. I don't ever like or want my listeners or my fans, because I'm so passionate about it, I don't want to scare them off or make them think that I'm some lunatic that's out to change the world in some crazy way. You know, just somebody who was insulted to find out things that were blatantly lies, to find out that these things that we're walking around and having our whole heart and soul believing in, a lot of this stuff is a falsehood, and that insulted me, and that's what challenged me to want to learn more and not stop until I find everything I can find while I'm alive, you know. So
and people, y'all need to know there is a difference between free and freed.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Hey, the Bible says, know the truth. And a lot of people quote this wrong. They say, oh, now the truth shall set you free. But no, it says, know the truth and be set free.
Exactly. You know,
you
it took
know
me a minute to catch that too growing up.
Yeah, it didn't say believe in it. It did not say believe in the truth and be set free. It says know the truth and be set free.
And that's the thing. That's one thing my mother used to tell me as a kid, like when she see me reading and I was in school. She's like, do you understand exactly what you're reading? And I'll be like, I'll say yeah.
Right.
But I'm just
and we
reading to learn.
We got to return to the know. We come from people who knew God. We came from people who didn't have to believe in it because they knew the essence of God and what it was and what you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got to get back to that as a people, you know, and I only can speak for my race because that's what I am, and that's my biggest concern because that's what my children are. So I'm very concerned about my race specifically. I love my people. You know, it's time. We're in the age of awakening. It's time for us to stop passing on these things that have been passed on to us for all these hundreds of years. It's time for us to stop. It's time for us to go to church. It's time for us to go with our pencil and our pad and write down what we're learning instead of just going and listening. It's time for you to come from church with your notes. You should be studying your notes from church weekly to see if you are gaining knowledge there. If you're not gaining knowledge and you're just going to church, you're wasting your time. We are supposed to be being taught. So take your pencil and pad to church and let's learn something, people.
That's right. Learn something, and not the lyrics to a rap song either.
Come on, man. or hey, listen, don't get me started, man. Or the lip service of anybody who's standing in front of you saying something.
Yep. You got that right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's know something, people. Let's know when somebody says something that's not correct. Hey, that wasn't right.
You know what, people? And that's the thing. Like, I heard, I'm not sure who it was because it's been a while, but the guy was like, you know, everybody has a psychic ability, but due to the fact of reality, it tarnished the whole concentration of it. You know, you literally got to concentrate to focus. So if you're not focused, you can't concentrate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're not using hardly any of the God-given brain that He gave us. We haven't even tapped into who He made us to be. And they distort that by having you have certain rituals and say certain names and certain things that are not. It just throws you off. You know, you're not able to concentrate on who He made you to be because you're looking outside of yourself. When He equipped you when He said, let us make man in our image and in our likeness, and then along came the spider and we got knowledge of good and evil. He said, behold, man has become as one of us. That never changes. You know, somebody came along later and said, you're born of sin and you're no good. That's later. God said, behold, man has become as one of us. And I believe and stand on that.
True. That's something to live by, you know.
Something to at least think about, you know.
Yeah.
We have a lot of power, man. We have a lot of power as people. Can you imagine, 5 people sitting in a room, 4 people sitting in a room writes a song like No Air. Can you imagine what 100 people can do that's sitting together holding hands and thinking on the same thing and concentrating? You know what I mean?
That's true. We
have a lot of power, man. A lot of power that we have no idea that we have.
And
black people need to know that our future lies hidden in our past. Our consciousness of self lies in our past. A lot of people say, that can't help me pay my bills today. That's not going to change nothing knowing about that. But we have a DNA and a genetic makeup that is attached to our consciousness. And once we know of our ancestors, you're going to awaken something in you that's asleep. So it's a falsehood to think that knowing the past, knowing where we stem from, is not going to help us. That's a deception. That's a complete lie. The more you know about yourself and your past and where you come from, the more you hold your head up and stick your chest out, because you're realizing you come from God. Look at the color of your skin. The sun won't burn you. The sun can't affect anything about you but help you be better. You know, we're people of the sun. We're just like the ants and the grass that grows out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
The hair, we're the only people on the planet that grows a crown out of our head. They made that nappy and made you straighten and dead back. When that's your crown, that's your connection to the universe, that those antennae growing out of your scalp that people call nappy. But only you can grow it.
Yes, sir.
You know, we're special people, man. We're really, really special, and I have learned to fall in love with the essence of my people and and I love all people. I love all people, but I love my people just like Spanish people love their own, white people love their own. I love my own. I think we're special. I just know for a fact that we've been spellbound, we've been spooked to death, and we're afraid of everything that is us, while everybody else wants to be us.
Mm-hmm. Because like Karis once said, you got white people calling themselves niggas.
Oh, all day long. All day. They're so happy they made it to nigga status.
I don't know.
So happy that they made it to nigga status. And that's the most demeaning thing for us, and they're happy to be considered that.
And you know, on some real shit, I don't like
it. And I'm glad. I'm glad that everybody's a nigga now. I'm so happy that that's just not a black thing, because we are not niggas. You know what I'm saying? The original word meant black, right? So it turned into this racial thing that we've embraced, and we call it to ourselves, and I'm guilty of it. You know what I mean? Just an awful, filthy thing. I'm glad that we don't own that anymore. I'm very happy. You know, and black people still want to own it. Black people still get mad. See, it don't bother me that I see some, you know, Oriental people saying, "What's up, my nigga?" Okay, great. I'm glad it came. I'm glad it's just not a black thing anymore, because that was a very horrible, demeaning word for us, man.
And on some real shit, when I see white people and people of any other race be like, "Yo, what up, my nigga?" I look at them like, "Man, you don't get the fuck up out of here."
Well, I don't know if I can have somebody saying it to me.
I know, because I know they feel comfortable around the certain black people that may be in their neighborhood, so they think they could adapt to everybody in other neighborhoods. But like,
nah, that'll never happen.
Us New Yorkers, we're a little different. Like, you're not gonna just be walking up. What's up, my nigga?
Man.
Like, nigga, I ain't your nigga. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, man. That is funny.
Oh, let me tell you this.
Had me on, man.
I just got text from my PR, and I did slip up and not mention this. But, like, all your peoples, you let them know, you know, to vote for the shelter track on our widget, because we also have a top 10 countdown like everybody else, you know.
Okay.
But what's different from ours? The companies doesn't control the top 10. The actual fans that vote on the widget, they control the top 10.
Well, I need that info so I can spread that around, you know.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna tweet out all that to your peoples. Well, have my PR tweet it out or hit your peoples up with it. You know.
Nice.
I'm gonna make a special link for your particular shelter song, so they'll know it.
That's awesome, man. So awesome. Thank you, bro.
I got you, man. Black on black, support black. Most people don't do that no more.
Yeah, we supporting black. We should be supporting ourselves on purpose. That's why I say, you know, go buy the record, whether you've heard it or not. Just go purchase it. You're supporting a dying breed. Pretty soon, people like Steven Harts, that's a son of Michael Jackson and Babyface and Howard Hewitt and all these greats, Charlie Wilson. These people are going to die out, and you're going to have people that don't have any exposure. So now is the time, while guys like me are still young and making music. This is the time to keep our music vibrant. You know, we should be having a cult-like situation where, we pump this, you know.
And like,
so that's what I'm hoping for, some unity in the music, man.
And that's what, like, kind of where I went with this whole station thing, because, like, I got tired of I'm gonna say it, white people telling us what is hip hop, what is R&B. They don't even show reggae no love, but you know they want to go out to Jamaica and shit. So this shit here, this station is by us for us, like FUBU. It's also real shit.
Hey, and you got guys like me, man. My music is for you. You know what I mean? If you guys are standing like that, then you can count on me delivering great music. I'm gonna do my part. That's
what's up, man. Like I said, as soon as you send it, like when y'all get y'all joints and everything in order, your ducks in a row, like how they say it in the white world. We gotta get our ducks in a row.
Yep.
You know, just send us whatever you got, and we'll.
Okay.
Dog, you ain't even gotta wait. You'll just see a tweet. We playing it right now.
Well, I'll make sure that the PR gets you the new music off of each compilation. That's actually 4 new songs that you should have within the next couple hours or so, just to make sure you have them.
Yeah, because we'll throw them in
Along with my
rotation
new
tonight. Well,
Yeah.
like I said, Shelter is there. We good on you. We got you. We got you.
Nice. Nice.
You know, so we're gonna make sure we
Nice.
put it out there so everybody can see. I'm a revamp imagery for the banner to let everybody know it's gonna be on iTunes, Mixcloud, SoundCloud, all wherever I decide to put it at next.
Okay.
You know,
Beautiful,
it's just a
man.
lot
I
of
really
websites.
Appreciate that, man.
I just can't remember them all off top. So.
And I'll send you the artwork to the wedding singer also.
Oh yeah, we can throw that on the website. You know, and that's another thing we're gonna do. We're gonna put Shelter track as featured jam on the other website because we actually got 2 websites and we're working on our second app. So we already got one out. So we're gonna do another one for the reggae station because we got a 24-hour reggae station too. So so like we kind of cover up all the bases, you know. So we want to make sure that
I love it.
That the artists know that we're there for them.
Right, because we need that, man. Because without a certain type of money or budget to pay somebody, our music is going to get shut down. You know what I mean? The money doesn't lie in black hands in music. You know what I mean? So if our music is not going to end up being something in the future, they already know it's not. They already know that it's going to be a certain amount of support that's going to be pulled from under it. And the labels, you know, the black department won't have and won't be staffed. It won't have the budget to sign good artists. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can do that. You can do that kind of stuff without saying a word. You can make that kind of effect on us. You know.
That's the thing, yo. We gotta keep it us. I ain't gonna say black. I'm just say keep it us.
Yeah, just keep it real. Just keep it real. You know, just keep the music. Just keep it authentic. You know, somebody comes with something great, support it. Support it. Don't just like it. Support it. Tell your friends to support it. You know.
And we don't want to see no R&B singers singing thought songs either. It's not a good look.
Yeah, I don't even. My daughter was just telling me that, you know, what that term meant. You know, that's a very important name in the ancient Egyptian pantheon. Thought is responsible for the pyramids in Egypt. Nobody, you know, people don't know that, but I wouldn't even be using that name in a derogatory form at all.
Yeah, you know some crazy shit. I was like, I know we like coming. Well, we actually about to be at the top of the hour again, but
that's right.
Like one day I was DJing this club out here in Pennsylvania, and I was playing a thought song. So I'm on the microphone, you know, thoughting it out.
Wow.
And the white women down here did not know what thought meant, but they was in the middle of the dance floor singing and dancing and.
I'm telling you, my daughter just told me about it yesterday. Yesterday. I hate to sound like that, but I was lost on that one, bro. I was like, thought. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, so people that know the word thought now, do the backstory on it, and then you'll know what the real definition behind the word thought.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I know they done revamped it to say thirsty hoes out there or thirsty heifers out there or whatever you can say with an H that describes a female.
Hey, we find out the best ways to demean our women, don't we? We know how to do that better than anybody on the planet, man. We know how to come up with a word to make her a different kind of a hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Brainwash.
I'm just not supporting that kind of stuff, bro. I'm just not supporting it, man. I just can't.
I feel you.
Somebody has to take a stand, man. You know, it has to be a limit, or we're just gonna all sink. We're all gonna sink to nothing. If everybody, this is hot, so I'm on it. This is hot. I'm not on that. I won't support that. You know, we gotta have a limit. We gotta keep some kind of integrity going with music.
True.
Because now, if a guy like me singing about love and how much I love you, I'm corny and old. They call me old. Because I'm not talking about shake that ass. Bounce it up and down. Shake it, jelly, baby, jelly, baby. You know, I love that. But, I mean, there's a time for that. You know what I mean?
No, I'm going to be real with you. I don't listen to a lot of that crazy shit. I may play it because that's what's hot. But me personally, you won't see me driving around in the car with some of this shit.
I just can't do it, man. I just can't, man. I just can't. But I respect it though, because you know there've been good and bad music since the beginning of time. So I'll never say that music has come to such where it hasn't gone before. I'm sure there were bad times in music once before, and somebody like Michael Jackson came with Off the Wall, and Prince came out and set people back on a good course.
Mm-hmm.
You know, will that kind of stuff happen now? Who knows? You know.
So have you heard the Michael Jackson album?
Yeah, I listened to it. Well, not the last couple of weeks, but the last week before last, I listened to it every day.
So what's your favorite track on the album?
Loving You.
Mine's is Blue China.
Loving you, that's what I want to do. I love that.
Well, because everybody was like, Michael Jackson got a new album. I was like, duh, where you been at?
Yeah, he got a new album out. He you know, even though he wouldn't have wanted these songs out, it's still good to have something fresh by him. You know, he still makes you feel good when he sings. So, you know, it's a little sad, but you know, I love it. I can't, you know, I won't hate on it, but I got
because there's a lot of decent really dance tracks up there, like the joint with him and Timberlake. That's a decent track.
Yeah, he got some decent stuff on there.
And that
did his thing, flipping it.
Like I said, my favorite, Blue China. You know, Blue Gangsta. Oh, okay. I mean, Blue Gangsta.
Blue Gangsta, yeah. Yeah, I like the Place with No Name. I like that too.
Mm-hmm. But like I say in one interview, it wasn't even an interview. I was just on the air. I said there was just one song on there. There are two versions of that same song. Do you know what song I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that kind of threw me for a loop.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
And I know everybody who got the album know exactly what two songs I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they got a few original copies on there. I didn't understand it at first, but hey, Michael Jackson is the reason that I'm even in the music business. He's the reason that I work so hard. You know, he was the inspiration. He was the match that sparked the flame of who I am and why I'm a perfectionist. You know, I owe Michael Jackson a lot, so I always support him.
That's right. Rest in peace, MJ, son. Word up.
No question. He lives on in me for sure.
So we gotta wrap this up because we are like actually, I'm supposed to be on the air right now, like doing my business.
All right, man. I enjoyed talking to you, man.
Nah, but we gonna rock again, man. I'm gonna keep you in tune to what's going on.
Please do, man. And I appreciate having me on, man. And I'll be following the tweets so I can make sure that I'm up on everything, you know.
All right. Yo, man, but it's good been talking to you, man. Well, it's been good talking to you.
Hey, and take care, bro. I appreciate it. Same here.
Yeah, so we're gonna rock out with some more some troop joints because we've been playing troop joints, you know, for the last 2 hours.
Oh, okay, nice. I love that.
So just let everybody know. Well, I'm letting everybody know now. Y'all know they're back. They're in the house. Make sure you catch them. Do you got a show coming up soon?
Well, our Unsung episode is going to be the debut of us being back. And after that, that's when we're going to start hitting the road.
All right, so
this summer we'll be hitting the road real tough after Unsung.
And that's the thing, yo. Make sure y'all vote on the Shelter track by Steven Russell, and if you subscribe to Steven Russell Harts, my bad.
No, it's all good.
And on the widget, it also shows the concert date. So when Troop and Steven Russell Hart has a concert coming up, you can go on the widget and it'll let you know what state they're in, if they want, if they're in your state. So, blah blah.
Right. Yes.
All right, man. Enjoy your day, man. Well, your evening.
All right, you too, bro.
All right, man. And just stay tuned. I'll throw them links to you in a minute.
Okay, thanks, bro.
All right.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it's your boy DJ Trap Jesus. Trap Jesus, you alive in tune. Steven Russell Harts, member of the super R&B group Troop. Spread your wings, son. Fly away. You know, I ain't gonna sing the rest of the hook for y'all. Y'all know the song. So we gonna rock out. Holla at your boy WPIR 98.4 FM. Make sure you check out the interview if you haven't heard it from the beginning on iTunes very soon. So it is what it is. Let's get it popping right here at WPR 98.4 FM. Tune in for the TGI Friday Mega Mix coming shortly. You know, I got to revamp and get myself together, and then we'll be doing what we do. So holla at your boy. You heard me?